I got to share with you. I mentioned Schoolboy Crush being one of my all-time favorites. And, when I first heard that, it was back in middle school. I was maybe in seventh grade, and I had a little, almost a transistor radio that I would take to school. And we had a class before the regular classes would start called homeroom. And it was in there that I first heard that song on the radio. And I'll never forget to this day, that's how much impact it had on me. And just hearing that rolling bass line and that groove and the bells and the vocal, I mean, it blew my mind.
It was a bit special, that one. It's one of those things, it's like so many other things that we did. It came from a jam kind of thing, and we were living in this house in Long Island while we wrote the material for the Cut the Cake record, and we just finished dinner. And Steve and I were finished first, so we went through into the room that we had everything set up, and we were just messing around. And Steve started to play that beat, and I kind of fumbled around trying to find something to play with it. So we had the bass and drums thing, the beginning of it, and then everybody started to filter through from dinner, and inside an hour we pretty much had what it was going to be. Without lyrics, obviously. That came a little later, but we had the groove and the changes figured out pretty quickly. It's just it was a very, like a lot of the stuff we did that came from sound checks and jams and things like that, it was very natural.
Was attempting to speed it up a little bit? I mean, you really laid back in that one.
Oh yeah, Steve set he set the pace right there where it was going to be. And you can't speed that up. It's just got to be right back there for it to work.
Amazingly, when you did it live, I don't know if it was the case all the time, but on the double live album, it was even slightly slower than the studio version.
Yeah, I think that's the way things tend to operate. I think sometimes, I mean, nowadays people have like little portable metronomes and things like that and tend to go for the same tempo every night. But I think part of the live experience is that you feel it differently every night, and sometimes the slower tunes will just go way back there, and the up-tempo things may go at a faster pace. I think it's nice to just kind of let it happen, because sometimes when the tempo is not set exactly, you find other things to play. You play things slightly differently, and I think that freedom is a good thing to have.